Hello everyone, I'm Ankit and you're watching StudyIQ IAS English channel. In our today's video, we are going to talk about a country located in southern part of Africa, Eswatini. But why is this not so famous country in news? Let us try to find out in our today's discussion. Now, if you want to download the notes, these notes will be available on the Telegram channel ATS Live. So what you need to do, just open your Telegram app in the mobile phones. On the top right hand corner, there must be a search bar. Click on it and write ATS Live. You will find the channel. But for some reason, if you are unable to locate it, this is the QR code which you can scan. You'll definitely find the channel. Subscribe to it if you still haven't, and you can download the notes. Let us begin our today's discussion by understanding why is Eswatini in news. Now, US under a secretive program has begun to deport individuals to two African nations. These are South Sudan and Eswatini. Now, Eswatini is reported to hold men in correctional facilities until or unless they are sent back to their home countries. And because of this, Eswatini has become the latest nation which is now accepting third-party deportees from the countries like US. So, in this regard, where is Eswatini located? What are its important political and geographic features? Let us try to find out in our today's discussion. Now, the two countries that we are discussing today will just cover the map of South Sudan. It is located, as you can see, in the central part of Africa. Earlier, it was a part of Sudan. Now, it has become an independent sovereign nation. Another country is Eswatini, located in the southern part of Africa, and it borders on its west South Africa and on its east the country Mozambique, right? So these are the two nations. We'll particularly focus on Eswatini today. Now, Eswatini is a landlocked country in the southern part of Africa, bordering, as I've already told you, South Africa and Mozambique on its west and east side respectively. The capital of Eswatini is Babane, which is the administrative capital, whereas royal and legislative capital remains at Lubamba. Now, earlier, until 2018, this country was called as Swaziland. But for some reason, it changed its name to Eswatini. What is the reason? Let's find out. Now, I told you, like many countries, even Eswatini was under the British colonial rule, which ended only in 1968. And at the time of British colonial rule, this country was called as Swaziland. Now, the rulers, they decide to change the name of this country in 2018, highlighting that the traditional name of Swaziland would be Eswatini in its native Swazi language. So just like India sometimes can be referred to as Bharat, which is its traditional name, similarly Swaziland was also referred to as Eswatini, which became its formal name only in 2018, right? Now, what you need to understand in terms of political structure of Eswatini, Eswatini is Africa's only absolute monarchy. The king or the ruler of Eswatini is King Mswati III particularly, and he has ruled Eswatini since 1986, ascending into the throne at the very young age of 18. His predecessor was King Sobhuza II, who banned political parties in 1973. So even today in Eswatini, it is the king who rules by decree. Therefore, he can control executive, judiciary and legislature. So his position in a way is not a ceremonial position unlike the monarchs of Great Britain. Rather, monarchy is an absolute monarchy here which rules the entire political structure of the country. Now, this monarchical system has been subjected to many criticism. First is because of the lack of political freedom that they provide to the country. Now, political parties, you need to understand, they are banned from participating in elections. So, the people who are contesting elections, they stand as an independent candidate rather as an individuals not belonging to a particular political party. Now, these candidates, before they can contest the election, they need to be vetted by traditional chiefs who are again loyal to the monarchy of the country. And therefore, political opposition in this country comes to be minimized. Whenever there is a rise in popular demand to get democracy, it is vehemently suppressed by the state apparatus. And therefore, many political dissidents of the country, they live somewhere else in exile just to not be caught by the state's political and security system. Now, let us understand, this government has been accused of using security forces to particularly silence dissent, particularly the dissent against the country's ruling monarchy. And as I've told you, democracy is not well received in the country, particularly by the state security apparatus. Now, traditionally, the loyalty systems in these kind of political monarchy, it is done by controlling the elections so as to ensure that the monarchy remains supreme and dominant as the sole political player in the country. Now, this situation also reflects in the tension that exists between a traditional governing structure like an absolute monarchy, and on the other hand, there are demands for a more modernized governing system like the democratic system which exists in most part of the countries across the globe, right? So this is the entire political structure of Eswatini. Now, another aspect that the monarchy has faced criticism is because of the lavish lifestyle of the monarch. Now, you need to understand majority of Eswatini's population, that is the population of 1.2 million people in Eswatini, they live below the level of securing $4 a day, and this is as per the World Bank estimate. So when about 50% of their people live in relative poverty on one hand, and on the other hand it is the monarch who lives a lavish lifestyle. His personal net worth has been estimated somewhere around 200 to 500 million dollars, and he has also faced criticism because of his lavish lifestyle. He has 11 wives, he has many luxury cars, which does not go down well with the people, majority of whom are living below poverty line. So this is another criticism that the political system of Eswatini has faced. Now, Eswatini is also known to be the country that has highest prevalence of HIV virus in the world. It is approximated that more than a quarter, 26% of the Eswatini's population, adult population particularly, they have HIV, they have HIV positive. And this country, although it has made rapid progress in the treatment and prevention of AIDS, but it still remains highly dependent on foreign aid. And US aid cuts in recent time, particularly Trump's decision to reduce the done aid by US aid, it has actually negatively impacted the public health efforts of Eswatini, particularly to deal with AIDS. So that is why you can understand why is Eswatini accepting deported migrants from countries like US, because US might have arm twisted it so that if you want our funding, you have to adhere to what we say, right? So this is the entire thing, why Eswatini is in news, where is it located, what is its political structure, and why it is sometimes criticized because of many reasons. We have all dealt with it today. Now, there is a practice question that I want you to solve, but before that, I have something that I wanted to convey to you. Now, especially this goes for students who are looking to give exams next year in 2026. Now, there is almost 10 months, few days of time remaining. And do you think you'd be able to clear this exam without any guidance, without any content or material support? The answer is probably yes, but it would be very difficult. Now, you can make things easier for yourself, obviously, because your ultimate aim would be to clear this exam. How you clear it, what method you use to clear it is not so much important. So for that, I have a recommendation for you. You can take admissions to one of our courses in resolution batch, and we are taking admissions for 2026 batch only up till 20th of July. So you basically have 2 more days to decide. So please hurry up. Now we offer different courses. The best course that we offer is a diamond batch. In diamond batch, you not just get live classes, test series, mentorship support, but you will also get a scholarship. Suppose if you clear your prelims next year, your entire course fees that you're paying us for the diamond batch will be refunded back to you. And not just that, we'll also help you clear prelims and mains as well as interview in our dedicated prelims, mains residential programs as well as interview guidance program. Now, if you have any doubt, you can call us on the number 9240231070. The counselors would help you out. And do remember to let them know to use the code ATS Live, because using this code before making the payment will help you get hefty discounts as much as 7,000 rupees, which is a lot of money, right? So please use this code. Let them know to use this code. They'll help you out. Now, this is the practice question that I want you to solve. Please let me know the correct answers in the comment section, and the ones who answer it correctly, I'll give your comments a thumbs up, right? And once again, if you want to download the notes, these will be available on this particular Telegram channel, ATS Live. So we'll see each other again. Please have a very good night.